Humans, however, neither learn consistently nor in accordance with the greatness of their spirit, which is guided by the laws of creation, and introduced to situations that must subsequently ensue, for they are destined. Thus, humans mislead their consciousness, their thinking, feeling, and actions. They burden themselves with guilt and expose their inner self to attacks from outside forces. In this manner, the power of consciousness, if others, affects the life of individuals for better or worse. So he's saying we neither learn consistently or in accordance with the greatness of our spirit. What are schools teaching us? What is the society teaching us? They're not teaching us about the power of our spirit, what it means to, what our spirit means in our life, how it is to tap into our spirit. It doesn't teach us about the laws of creation. I'm constantly looking for information on the laws of creation, and no one's really talking about it. So we don't learn this stuff. He's right. So he's saying that there's things that must happen that are destined. So no matter what choice we make, we're going to be destined to align with, I guess, certain people, places, and things, certain life experiences. So, but yet when we go through those life experiences, there's supposed to be a lesson for us to learn from those mistakes. But instead, what he just said, we riddle ourselves with guilt, shame, all of these things instead of overcoming it and moving forward and not make that same mistake twice. And our consciousness, thinking, and feelings and actions, which we've been conditioned through school, parents, society, is what riddles us, what burdens us with feeling like that. Like not people that don't have kids by 30 or don't get married by that age, and all these things of what society told you was acceptable and not acceptable. Instead of just living and going with the flow of life and being present in the moment, then we would align with things. So this is just a side note that I was thinking about today, and I think I might have talked about it in one of my other videos, but why being in the present moment is so crucial, because we will miss out on the things that are meant to come into our lives. They'll guide right past us, and it'll still keep trying to come into our life, and will take longer and longer to fulfill that destined path, let's say, because we're not paying attention, we're not living in the present, so we're ignoring the signs that are in front of us. Like when we're caught up in the past and feeling guilty and all these feelings, or blaming, or whatever it is, or just past memories, and or the future, thinking, oh, what am I going to do with my life? Where am I going to go? Where am I going to live? All these things where we're so caught up in the future, and we're not just living in that moment that is now, then we don't hear our intuitive guide. We don't get the answers because we're so caught up trying to control the situation instead of just stopping, pausing, and listening. Like two things that when we're not in the present moment, that we miss out on. We miss out on the beauty of the moment. Whatever that moment is there, serves us as a lesson, serves us as enjoyment, serves us as fulfillment. All of these things is about that lesson. I'm not about that lesson, about that moment. That moment is there for a reason. And when we get caught up in our thoughts, we miss out on enjoying that moment, whatever it's supposed to teach us or get enjoyment. So when we start living in the present, we start going with the flow, we start feeling peace, we stop feeling stressed, we stop feeling anxious, all of these things, because we're no longer trying to control the situation. I'm not saying that the problems just go away. They're still there. But all of a sudden, when we start slowly living in the present, day by day, opportunities, answers, solutions will come to us out of the blue, because we stop trying to control the situation and we surrender.